Why, hello there. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, my name is Mr. Dogboat333, and welcome back to the Hashemite Kingdom of Iraq in Hearts of Iron 4,000 Week Reich. Last time we were here together, well, a war in Palestine kicked off. A crazy concept for most of us in this modern day age, I know. And meanwhile, we also have had our army approach us for an expanded military budget, which we have conceded to, especially considering we need to modernize our army to begin with. I figure it's probably the lesser of two evils. So I have not dealt with the new doctrine at all. So this is going to be interesting. We could do mobile warfare, superior firepower, asymmetric warfare, or grand battle plan. I think the best bet for us is going to be grand battle plan. So we'll go ahead and unlock that. And yeah, we'll have to get some more experience and mess around with that soon enough. But yeah, okay. New Greek leadership. Okay. Our army modernized. What do we want to do next? Let's start on improving our officers' corps. One of the key problems in our army so far is the quality of its leadership at all levels, from low-level officers to the top of command. If this is to be improved, we'll need a large number of better trained and qualified officers. Training programs will be expanded to improve the skills of officers already in the army and train a new generation of officers, improving the army's leadership. I am down for that. I'm also down to get my timer started. Now, the one thing I gotta note, despite all the territorial losses the Israelites have gone through thus far, they're holding their own, especially versus the army of the Holy War over here. Granted, some of these guys, you know, they have both have more combined manpower, but Israel has a better defensive position right now, and I'm not entirely convinced that the Palestinians will be able to unseat them. Yet, we'll have to wait and see how that goes, of course. We could do irregulars, which I'm not a fan of. I don't like the sound of that. I think we'll save up to get individual excellence going. Which, honestly, it's probably a good idea to get these guys exercising. Probably should have been doing that sooner now that I think about it. But hey, better late than never, right? Well, as the Civil War in Mandatory Palestine rages on, it's becoming clear that the corrupt and incompetent army of the Holy War, led by al-Husseini, cannot hope to defeat the Zionist forces alone. If this war is not concluded by the British withdrawal on August 8th, it seems increasingly likely that the Yishuv will proclaim an independent nation, forcing our hand to intervene. We must intervene sooner rather than later. Well, it looks like we have a timeline, August 8th. If that doesn't get sorted out, we're going in. Meanwhile, our modernization efforts in Mosul have seemed to have wrapped up quite well. Meanwhile, where's our construction? There it is. We still have yet to finish this factory, though. It'll be done in April of next year. I didn't like losing that military. Oh. Oh. Well, that's a very interesting time for President Taft to go after the Toronto court, isn't it? Something, something America first, I guess. Yeah. Okay, well. We got some time until August 8th. By that we have a week and a half, if even that. Let's work on training Shia officers. Continuing to allow the Shia majority of our country to be locked out of the upper ranks of the army simply due to old sectarian dynamics is madness. We are serious about building a meritocratic army, massively expanding our talent pool of officers. We must begin allowing Shia Iraqis to rise up the ranks of the officer corps. No longer will the Sunnis be dominant in the army. Oh, fuck. The Toronto Accord must go. Who must go? Well, now we have William Nowland, former senator from my home state of California. In our timeline, he ended up killing himself, so I'm curious to see how this ends up going for him. Hopefully better. That would be fucking insane if there's an event for him offing himself. My god. And, okay. We have the Croatian Civil War. Even after the works of Moses Hess and Theodor Herzl, many had scoffed at the notion of a Jewish state ever being reformed. With Hitler's victory in Europe wiping out more than half of the world's Jewish population, such a fantasy became even less believable. Today, the doubters are silent. In a grand speech held inside the Tel Aviv Museum, attended by hundreds of thousands, David Ben-Gurion, with the stroke of a pen, has proclaimed a Jewish state in the land of Israel. With this, the world's newest nation still finds itself in a war of survival that will now likely escalate even further. Whatever the fate of the first Jewish nation is, in 2 millennia ends up being, today's a historic day for Jews worldwide. Well, this will not stand. Yeah, that's what I was expecting to happen sooner. Well, earlier today, following the final British withdrawal from the now former Mandate of Palestine, Zionist leaders have declared the establishment of an independent Jewish nation in the land of Palestine. Although we have been indirectly supporting the Arab militias in the region, their failure to deal with Zionist forces has proven that the current state of affairs in the region cannot continue. The Arab League is already promoting an intervention in the region, all but forcing our hand to invade despite our complete lack of preparedness. Let's hope for the best. We will not tolerate this. They will be crushed. So we're going to declare on Israel. We have morale dropping at it. Also, swift victory promise. Our people have been promised swift and easy victory. The longer we take, the worse our chances. Well, mashallah. So the foreign chimera invading our Arab lands has decided that they are their own nation. They decide that they will get on their boats and steal our land, but we will show them how wrong they are. Our swift victory is but assured. So we have a mission going on every 30 days oriented around the morale of our soldiers. And I'm guessing if that doesn't end up working out, it's not going to go not so well for us. Do we happen to have... We do not... Alright, well, we'll just send our boys off the Syrian border. Redraw that line. Following the recent Israeli declaration of independence, the surrounding Arab states, which have been supporting the Arab fighters in the region, have formally decided to intervene in the conflict. Having failed to defeat the Jewish forces, the Arab militias in the region have either been disarmed or integrated into the invading armies, with each invading country rushing to secure as much land as possible for themselves. On the other hand, with all branches of the Yishuv formally uniting themselves under the banner of the new Israeli state, it remains to be seen if the new nation is ready to face the oncoming onslaught. Our victory is assured. Alright. Oh yeah, so they just don't fucking exist anymore. It's just, these blokes in the north, the, Oh, free convoys, thank you. We have the, normal Palestinians gone, and then we have what appear to be the uber Jew haters up here, who, are still, you know, they're still doing their best, what can I say? I mean, I appreciate their dedication to the cause, but I don't know. Oh, they seem a little too dedicated, if you know what I mean. They seem less concerned about the fact that they're occupiers and more the fact that they're Jews, which it's a little awkward, isn't it? Okay. Let's stop that. Let's get these guys moving into here. We've done finished up training some Shia officers, and in the meanwhile, how are we doing Air Force wise? Can we deploy our guys out here? Now, we can only really send them out to Iraq, which is a shame. I'd love to send them over here, but well, you know, that might be helping us now, actually. Let's get working now on reforming the command structure. One of the key issues identified in Robinson's report was the problem of poor command of the core of the Army, which the leadership of the Army being described as conservative, uncooperative, and inflexible. This is clear an area in which, in need of improvement, an army is only as good as those who lead it. To reduce chains of conflict or confusion and improve the smoothness of command, the command structure will be reformed and formalized, with chain of command being made clear. That I like. Let's get working on that. Morale dropping once again. Not great, but we're making some pushes into Nablus over here. There we go. Now they're attacking into here. Just gonna weaken them up. That way we can do a better push. You know, this is going better than I don't know, about as well as I thought it might go. Though I guess now here's the, we have the big push here. Well, that's the issue. We can push them to these two provinces, but they're pretty well fortified in there. Meanwhile, yeah, we've already lost 12k versus Israel's 5k. Huh. Well, we reformed our command structure. In the meanwhile, we could expand out conscription. Should probably expand out conscription. So far, our army has had the problem of simply being too small, traditionally relegated to internal duties such under British oversight, conscripting only a small proportion of the population. A true modern army needs significantly more mass, and so our greater recruitment needs must be met. The conscription law will be changed, bringing much more young men across the country into military service, and swelling our ranks with the necessary recruits. So we still have divisions preparing there. This would be pretty risky. Can't say I disagree with that assessment. Let's get normal construction going. Ooh. Well, that's interesting. The regime in South Africa has gone down the road of no return, seeking to emulate the Nazis in their pursuit of racial purity. Yeah, let's get them out of here. Oh yeah, we can't get behind that personally. Let's get some light arms manufacturing going. And can we... No, not quite. Okay. I mean, we kind of only really need to focus on Tel Aviv. I think if we get that captured, they'll get hindered. Oh dear God, the whole world's on fire, isn't it? The collapse of the... Okay. Settle down, boys. Settle down. The problem is no one's really fighting, are they? You know, we're doing our best to kick him out, but... You know, it's really not, they're really not doing that much with what we've said we do. Do the Egyptians even have any troops on the border? They do not. Well, it's not very helpful of them, I gotta say. Huh. Morale's dropping once again. Okay, I have an idea. I'm going to do a fallback line here. And we're going to see if Israel... Oh, no. You guys are fine there. You guys don't worry. We're going to see if Israel's going to come out to our way. Or start attacking in here. And if so, that should hopefully weaken them and get them loose enough for us to knock them out. Let's improve some basic training. An army, its strategy and its equipment are ultimately only as good as the fighting ability of the soldiers who carry it out and use it. At the moment, the quality of our soldiers are simply lacking compared to the greater military powers, which risk disorganization or loss of morale in battle. To make sure our soldiers are able to fight as effectively as possible, basic training standards will be increased with the help of foreign military advisors and experts. Alright, let's do individual excellence. Get that going. And I never took a look how our units were to begin with. No, it's no, it's production. No, fuck, what was it? Crew and deploy. These are our boys. Oh yeah, they're kind of shit, aren't they? Not even 20 wits. Well, let's move back to, Jerusalem. And, yeah, nobody's fighting anything, really. It seems that forever... Am I just being stupid? Do I not recall how to, redeploy these guys? Or... These guys are offering us planes, which I appreciate, but I can't use the planes. I push them all into Tel Aviv. Yeah, that's just gonna massacre our boys. We're not going anywhere there. Is there an opportunity to ask for, doesn't seem to be a way to... Let's go work on army motorization in the meanwhile. The formation of motorized brigade has long been an ambition of army planners, which would provide vital mobility in the vast open lands of Iraq and its borders. Trying to begin investing in motorization, increasing the mobility of our forces for any future wars. I mean... Well, the French government in exile is actually kicking ass. I didn't expect to see that. How are we doing when it comes to the, Yeah, the 20% is killing us right now. It really is. I'm gonna... I want to check and see if Egypt is even... The AI hasn't even deployed fucking troops on the border. What the hell? Okay, that's... Excuse me, I have to gently hold the AI's hand here. It might not even be enough at this point. But this is just ridiculous, quite frankly. Oh no, that's not... Wait, do these guys not have fucking military access? Oh my god, they don't have military access. Can they not get military access? Well, that seems preposterous. And yeah, the Hashemites... Can I request... There used to be an option to request, occupied. Well, it's not available in the options here. Oh, dear God, the AI... I think we're a little buggered, boys. I don't know. I might be confused, and if I am, please let me know. Call me an idiot. If I am being an idiot, I probably deserve to be called an idiot. But I don't know... Okay, let's back to Iraq. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's a way around this. I mean, I can think of a way around this. Well, I think... I want to do this route anyway, so if we lose, we don't necessarily miss out on anything. It's going to create a lot of chaos, which I don't even know if I necessarily oppose. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and leave things here. In the meanwhile, I'm gonna muse on the predicament we're in. How we're suffering from success right now. In the meanwhile, I'll leave things there. But thanks as always for watching, my friends. Like if you liked, dislike if you didn't. Oh, Lebanon is Lebanon survived. Look at that. Yeah, I'm gonna leave things there. Thanks for watching, gang. Like if you liked, dislike if you didn't, leave in comments or feedback down in the comment section below. I read all comments I get and appreciate any feedback you might have for me. I will see you all in the next video. Thanks for watching, and bye-bye now.